Alright, do a little Hurricane Ian damage assessment, because there was definitely some damage. But yeah, let's just see. You can see everything's leaning. These bananas did not stand a chance. Pretty much anything, any of the plants that are more shallow rooted and liable to topple over in heavy winds did. Pretty much most of my cassavas, some of the bananas, a lot of the Mexican sunflowers. Thankfully that banana didn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, both of my neighbors are open on either side, so I got no protection from winds. So got the worst of it. The papayas, definitely. I don't think one single papaya made it through without getting toppled over. Pretty much every single tree is leaning in one way, shape, or form. Sugarcane leaning. That banana is doing okay. This is the Orinoco bananas. Doing all right. This banana's leaning hardcore. This is a Saba. I mean, all my Carimbia Torellianas are just leaning. But it is what it is. I could have came in beforehand and pruned everything super way back. Like these big bananas that I knew were gonna get hit. This one was flowering, just about to emit a flower. This is a blue Java, and I could have chopped it down beforehand, knowing, because I knew it wasn't gonna be able to withstand that wind. But you know, I was just busy doing other preps for the house, and I just never got around to doing all these micro prunings that I could have done. So I just figured I'd just leave it, let Mother Nature prune what she's gonna prune, and then I'll just take her lead and go from there and finish up the job afterwards, which is what I'm gonna do. We got some flooding, a little bit of flooding in the pathways mainly, thankfully. I mean, the Pisang Ceylon bananas, most of them are toppled over as well. You can see wind damage on every single one of those banana leaves. Huh. Sterculia foetida seem to not mind the wind. I mean, pretty much every single cassava got like uprooted. A lot of the moringas got bent over. So definitely got damage. A lot of the Mexican sunflowers kind of just like die in events like these. Then they'll come back from the bottom. Got some standing water here, actually. Just pretty low spot here. In hindsight, I should have at least taken the cassavas down. And the bananas, I guess. There's a lot of things I could have done in hindsight, but hindsight's 2020. This beautiful Hong Kong orchid got tweaked pretty badly. Yeah, so definitely got some damage and some water. Thankfully the water stays in the pathways where there is nothing planted. But wow, that's a lot of water it's a lot of water. Oh damn, my Saba banana did not make it either. Woo-wee. There's one Saba and another Saba. Oh, gotta plant them deeper next time. Interestingly enough, a lot of the ones that seem to topple over are the ones that I didn't plant the Brazilian way with the cutting off the corm, leaving just the corm, and then planting them at a 45-degree angle so they make that little elbow. These were just planted from pots. So they didn't have that little elbow for reinforcement. But yeah, it looks like I got a lot of work to do these next couple days. Thankfully, I'm coming off a little cold. So during the hurricane, I was just kind of napping the entire time and getting over this little cold. So feeling a lot better. I think I'll tackle all this tomorrow. But yeah, it's oh shit, that big acacia snapped right there. I wonder if any more trees snapped over. Probably. So, a lot of work to do for sure. Could have been worse. That I feel like planting in such high density sort of helped somewhat with some of the plants. In terms of like windbreak, because like I said, we have no windbreaks on either side, so I'm getting full force winds here. Some of the turmerics kind of got matted down. Here's another banana that, dang, I should have at least took some of the bananas down for sure. The corm's still there. They're gonna come back. I'm not worried too much about it. The dwarf Moss is still standing strong though. That's one thing to note. This is a sturdy variety. But yeah, pretty much the casualties seem to be the bananas, the papayas, the cassavas, and things like that. So a lot of the other things seem to just be like bent pretty badly, but it looks like they'll come back up after a few days. Or things like Mexican sunflower that are kind of indispensable. I could cut them back to the ground, they'll come back brand new. But yeah, that's what we're working with. So if it's not one thing, it's the other. Last year we got hit with the gnarly frost. This year we got hit with the gnarly hurricane. This is the reality of growing food in general. You never know what Mother Nature has in store. Take it for granted, if you don't grow food, you take it for granted, and food's gonna show up one way or the other. But when you're actually growing food, you really, really need to respect Mother Nature, because she has her own plans. Well, that's about it. A lot of work to do for tomorrow probably. I'll probably spend all day tomorrow cleaning everything up. My poor okras got wrecked. Moringas. See, like the moringas, they got bent over pretty bad, but you give them one nice little chopper here and maybe pat them down a little bit, and they'll probably come back up. Yeah, okras do not like it. This oak over here got twisted, bent over pretty bad too. That's probably gonna have to get taken out as well. The carrot wood didn't budge. Wow, pretty bad. Sweet potatoes are all right. See, here's a good look at the cassavas. And these Mexican sunflowers just got torched off from such high winds. Cassava's pretty much kind of got like uprooted. Almost, look at that. Looks like we're eating cassava tonight. But hey, it is what it is. Look at this one. That was a good looking one. If I would have pruned each one back to like very low, they would have, the wind would have just blown through them and not used them as sails. The leaves as sails. But there you go. Mother Nature pruning back the system. Disturbance is a key aspect of nature revitalizing herself, so it is what it is. Clean up, use all that biomass for fertilizer, and go from there.